I'm going to take you through a seated band workout. So you could do this, all you need is a resistance band like this, okay? These can be bought on Amazon. They carry them at a lot of different stores, Ocean State, Target, Marshalls. You can sometimes find the resistance bands. So we're going to start by putting the band under the feet. Okay, sit up nice and tall, shoulders up, head is in line over the spine, and we're going to start with bicep curls. So you're going to breathe out, bend the elbows up, and then breathe in, lower down. Good. And then exhale and inhale. So we're going to do 10 repetitions here. So if the way I'm cueing the breathing feels backwards, you can breathe the other way. It's just important that you don't hold your breath as you're doing strength training. We want to make sure you're breathing in and out. And then you should be feeling this in the upper arm. Good, we have one more. Good, so that was working the muscle here. We're gonna switch now and work the muscle in the upper back. So you're gonna take your feet out in front of you, hinge forward at the hips, and then we're gonna squeeze the elbows back, drawing the shoulder blades together. As you exhale, inhale, the arms come forward. Exhale and squeeze, inhale, come forward. So this is a nice exercise to do if you've had heart surgery. It helps strengthen those upper back muscles, kind of opens up the front a little bit. It's also good for anybody who sits a lot or uses a computer or phone to strengthen those muscles. So again, feeling this in the muscles between the shoulder blade. We're gonna do 2 more. If you can't do all 10, you can stop at 8, you can stop at 7, whatever works for you, okay? So we're gonna bring the feet in, we'll release the band from under the feet, and now we're gonna do an exercise that works the back of the arm. So we're gonna hold the band in front of you with your hands shoulders width apart, and we're gonna do all one side. So we're gonna push the elbows straight down as you exhale, inhale, the arm comes back up. So working the tricep here. So we recommend that you do strength training twice a week. When your muscles are stronger, the heart doesn't have to work as hard. And this is something that you can do, you know, if you can't get out walking because of the weather. This is a nice way that you can exercise indoors. Good, breathing out and in. We'll do 2 more. Good, and then we're gonna switch arms. So same thing, other side, working the back of that upper arm. The stronger your muscles are, there's lots of benefits to strength training. It helps with bone density, it helps improve your balance, your walking speed, in addition to allowing the heart to not work so hard. Good. Keep breathing. And we'll do 2 more. Good. Just kind of shake out the arms. What we're going to do now is we're going to take the band and you're just going to kind of toss it behind your back and then tuck it under your elbows. Okay. So if you've had a recent heart surgery and you're still within your sternal precautions, I'd advise skipping this exercise. If you're outside of your sternal precautions, we can exhale, push the arms forward, inhale, the arms back. So if it's more comfortable, you can just do one arm and then the other arm. But if it feels okay, we can do both arms. Exhale, inhale. If you have any issues with your shoulders, if you push lower to the ground, it takes some of the pressure off the shoulder. So that would be another option for you. Good. Exhale, inhale. So when you're doing strength training, you can do anywhere from 8 to 12 repetitions of the exercise. I'm trying to count to 10 as I'm also talking through it here. And then it's recommended to do 2 to 3 sets of that exercise. So we'll go through a second round of this. Good. And now we're going to transition. That was working the front of the shoulders and the chest. Now we're going to transition to working the top of the shoulders. So we're just pushing up and then down. And again, you can do single arm if that's more comfortable. And if it works for you, you can do double arm. And if this isn't comfortable for your shoulders, just keep it in a range that is, or you can skip this exercise. We'll do 2 more. Good. All right, we're going to take the band, bring it back in front. We're going to do an exercise now for the rotator cuff. So we're going to keep the elbows tucked in at your sides, and we're pulling the arms out and then back in slowly. So you'll feel this on the back of the shoulders. This also helps with posture. Good. Breathing out and breathing in. I'll do 2 more. Good. We're going to switch into a couple of leg exercises. So we're going to take the band and lay it over your thighs, and then you're going to take it under your knees and bring it back on top as though you were going to tie a bow. And you can hold it right here, or you can cross hands. If your band's not long enough, you can also just come between the knees this way. All right, so the first one we're going to do, you're going to keep your feet together. We're going to push the knees out and then slowly come back in. So exhale, push the legs out, inhale, back in. So we're working the outer hip and thigh here. This is a good exercise to do if you have any hip pain, back pain, knee pain. Strengthening this muscle really helps. Good. And again, just not holding your breath. We'll do 2 more. Good. And then keeping the band here, we're going to do single leg knee lifts. Okay? So exhale, the knee comes up, inhale, lower. And I want you to think about on this one, also pull those stomach muscles in, pull your belly button in towards your spine. So we're working the core at the same time as we're working this muscle deep inside the hip. And try to stay as upright as possible. On this one, there is a tendency to want to lean back, but I want you to see if you can keep the head up, shoulders back. 2 more, and then we'll do the other side. Good. All right, we're going to release the band. We're going to do an exercise now to strengthen the thighs. You don't need the band for this one at all. I'm going to sit back in the chair a little bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to extend both legs up, really squeeze and tighten the thighs. We're going to hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll lower back down. So we're going to do 10 of those. So breathe out, and then as you're holding, just continue to breathe. This is 3. 4, 5. So you might also feel a nice stretch in the back of the legs as we're lifting and squeezing the quads here. Going on 8. last one. Good. And then we'll do one exercise for the calves. So we're going to take the band again around the feet, having the legs out straight if you can. We're going to just push the feet down and then back up. Push the toes down and up. So working the calves here. And this is 10. Good. And then we'll bend the knees. We're going to go through all of that again. So we'll do our second set. So go ahead and put on some music that you like, and we're going to just start right in with our bicep curls. Exhaling and inhaling. This is 8, 9, 10. Good. Bringing the legs out, going into our row, working the upper back, squeezing the elbows back. Inhale forward, exhale back, inhale forward. I like to keep my bands near my TV, so if I'm going to sit down and watch a show, I can grab the band and do some strengthening exercises. It's a nice reminder seeing it sitting there. Two more. And again, if you're fatigued at 7 reps, 8 reps, you can stop there. Good, we'll bring the feet in, bringing the band up in front of the shoulders, going into our tricep. Two more. Good, other side. Good, this is 9. All right, we're going to take that band, toss it behind the back, tuck it under the shoulders, and then either double or single arm chest press. Good. Exhale, inhale. This is 8. 2 more. Good. If you need to pause and rest in between sets, you can. I'm going to continue on, moving into our shoulder press. So again, it can be single arm overhead or both arm. Good. Exhale and inhale. Good. 2 more. Good. We're going to take that band in the front. We'll do that shoulder exercise for the rotator cuff. So elbows stay tucked in at your sides. Arms pull out and back in. Good. This is 8, 9, 10. All right, moving to the legs, taking that band again over the thighs, wrapping it around. All right, feet stay together. We're pushing the knees open and then back in nice and slow. This is 9. Really working those outer hips there. 10, good. We're going into our knee lifts, keeping the belly pulled in towards the spine, keeping the posture nice and upright. Feeling this in that deep hip muscle through the core. This is 9, 10, good. Other side. So I'm going to take you through 2 sets of all of these exercises today. If you get through the 2 sets and you feel like you want to do a 3rd set, you can go ahead back to the start of the video and repeat 1 more set of each exercise. And some days you might feel stronger than others. Last one. Good. All right. We're going to not use the band for this one. We're going to do our leg lifts, lifting up, squeezing those quads, squeezing the thighs, breathing here and down. Good. Good. If it's too hard to do both legs at the same time, you could also do single leg and just do 1 leg up. Two more. Good. All right, last exercise. Band goes around the toes again. Make sure it's under your feet enough. And we're gonna push the toes down and back up. So getting those calves pumping. Last one. Good. And then we'll just bring the feet in and release the band. So that took you through 2 sets of strength training for most of the major muscle groups of the body. So again, this is something we recommend you try to do twice a week. And it's nice to follow this up with our quick stretch video just to then get all of the muscles nice and relaxed afterwards.